haven't been we've been working on films lately. Believe it or not, I have been working on this stuff, working on films. Apparently, the reason why is because I've been apparently my editing software, Power Director, wasn't the best, but I got Filmora, and yes, I actually got the full version of Filmora, and I'm going to be using it to make 2 films with it. My Retronian period BC, and I'm going to be releasing it on my grandfather's birthday. May he rest in peace. But since it's my birth, but I couple of days ago it was my birthday. Sorry, my tablet died. Now, anyways, okay. Now, the reason why I haven't been working on films lately, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I've been a little under the again. Yes, I know I keep saying a lot of this in my videos. I've been really under the weather lately, and apparently I wasn't feeling well. I've been let's just say I've been doing a lot of procrastinating, and I'm really ashamed, and I'm so sorry. But don't worry, I promise. I've been working. Apparently, the film I'm going to be working on is actually a great homage to 1,000,000 years BC, and you guys are going to love it. I assure you. And besides, and to tell you the truth, I got Filmora, and after I'm done sorry, it's a surprise. After I'm done making my dinosaur and caveman film, I'm also gonna be making a private video for my grandfather who passed away not too long ago, last year. And not last year, it was 2019, but last year I'm supposed to make Nunu's film. However, there was a slight problem. I haven't been doing well. Since all that stuff was going on, I wasn't thinking straight, and then due to what was going on outside, I promised Nunu. Apparently, there's a picture of him, and there's a picture of him on top of the thing. There's a picture of him on top of the stereo, but you won't. Hey, Luke. There's a picture of him on top of the stereo, but you can't see it. But he was a good man, and I promised him I would make. I have the clay. I have the editing software. I will finish it, and I will hopefully release it on his birthday. And this is what my brother, my grandfather, and my grandmother and my uncle would have wanted. In fact, everybody would have wanted it. So the next film I'm going to be making is a family film, and then after I'm done with that, I'm going to go back to my roots and return to my happy place, and go back to making the best films that you've been waiting for your entire lives. The Monster Rebels movie, and the Yokai series, which I'm going to be releasing on Halloween this year. Kill la Kill Primal Species, which I'll get to that eventually because there's something I need to talk to you about that. And if I'm lucky, I might make a series about the Monster Rebels as kids on my YouTube channel. Yeah. But it's not going to be like no comments on YouTube whatsoever. It's going to be like basically standard. It's going to be like standard. Yeah, I'm good. It's going to have like comments and everything. There'll still be mature rating. Well, not mature. Oh my gosh, what am I saying? It's going to be normal rating on the monster. It's going to be called Monster Rebels Junior. And believe it or not, I actually been thinking about some episodes I've been working on. And trust me, you guys are going to love them. Now, about Kill la Kill Primal Species. Those videos, my video of Kill la Kill Primal Species got demonetized. Okay, not demonetized. Sorry, it didn't get demonetized. It got flagged. But I didn't get copyright strikes for that. Thank gosh I didn't get copyright strikes for that. The music I was using was from Kill la Kill, the actual show, and it was from the soundtrack. Now, I thought that if I used the music of the soundtrack, I thought that, but I didn't listen to, my brother told me that if I keep using copyrighted music, I will get copyrighted. I didn't listen to him, and now it bit me in the ass. It literally bit me in the ass. Good girl. Now you're probably wondering why I have my T-Rex here. It's a surprise. And apparently, so yeah, if I am going to continue Kill la Kill Primal Species, however, things are going to be different. I may or may not put the music from Kill la Kill, but if I do, I might need to get permission to use it. And if not, and then I'll have to improvise. I'm gonna have to improvise somehow. If not, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But believe it or not. Okay, now about Retronian period BC. Dang it. Okay, you know what? Retronian period BC. I'm actually working on it right now. However, I do have one small problem. I accidentally deleted two videos of footages of the film by accident, and unfortunately now I have to redo the whole thing. But don't worry, there is one that I saved, and apparently I made two. I made two already, so I already uploaded them to my computer and Filmora. So basically, I have three. So now I have to remake the two, and maybe I have to like put the scenes together. Maybe I can have like one. But I'm having hope and faith that I will get this film done by the end of May, or possibly before May's over. But now let's talk about my birthday. My birthday, believe it or not, it was good. A lot of my friends and family wished me happy birthday. I even got some amazing gifts. And speaking of amazing, I actually got something in the mail that I am very, very happy. And I never thought, I mean, I asked my mother that I was going to get it. Apparently she wasn't so sure, but I managed to talk to her and said it was okay. And she agreed. And you know what? I finally got it, and it's coming in the mail soon. So don't worry. It's going to be on YouTube soon. And hopefully not flagged for common decency. You'll find out sooner or later. Here's a hint. Now, sorry, this is my cat Dillinger. Say hi. Say hi, buddy. Hi. Say hi. Oh, come on, get down there. All right, now let's get down to business. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, oh, come on, Dillinger. Okay, you know what? You're the clickbait mascot of the video. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, why am I doing it? Why do I have my dinosaurs with me? And why am I doing this early in the morning? Well, because let's just say I got something very, very special from my uncle. My uncle's Hugh Dominic. I want to thank him very, very much for giving me this. Okay, now there's a very funny story about my story. And you know what? That story will come sooner or later. And you know what? Oh, right, of course, the tablet died. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Indoraptor. If you thought the Indoraptor was cool, think again, because what my uncle bought me was in a limited time offer. I present, and from Camp Cretaceous itself, I present to you the original. I present to you the mascot of Jurassic Park 3 and the bane and was once the bane of my dinosaur existence. The original King of the Nile, the Jurassic World Mattel Spinosaurus. Dare I say more? It is gorgeous. Look at this big beauty. I mean, it's not as big as the colossal T-Rex that I got, but it is awesome. Look at it. It's incredible. As you can see, this package. Now, there's a very funny story about this big boy, in the house. No, wait, I take it back. Godzilla's already the big boy of the house. I would say the king of the original, the original king of the Nile, if you will. Now, there's a very interesting story. Now, like I said, there's a very interesting story about this big fella. Now, I actually saw a TV commercial of the Mattel Spinosaurus on TV when I was at my friend's house. And I watched it, I kind of ignored it, and apparently I didn't know what was going on. But now, when my uncle delivered it to me, it is ironic. I saw the commercial, and now I have it in my hands. It just came. It was so ironic. It was such a coincidence and so ironic that I was so happy. Happy birthmas to me. Oh man, it's so gorgeous. So before I get before I get Spinotep, and yes, that's the name I gave for my Spinosaurus character. Let's take a look at the packaging first. Now, believe it or not, the giant packaging that the Spinosaurus comes in kind of reminds me of the old dinosaur toys I used to buy, such as Imaginect. I honestly can't think of anything else. But now, but mostly Imaginect dinosaurs. I used to have a red and blue T-Rex from Imaginect. Now let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, dang it, I forgot the characters' names. Here they are. I got here's Toro, that horribly scarred face. I accidentally broke the horn by accident, but it'll be out of the box soon. Here it is. Extreme Chompin' Spinosaurus. Here are the different languages. Here's the action feature that you see, and here is the beautiful background. I'm not gonna lie, it's really perfect. There's the garden with the logs around it. There are the trees. Here's the headquarters of Camp Cretaceous. I think this is the elevator. At first, I thought it was the containment that E750 was going to be contained in. Fun fact: fans claim that the E750 is based on the Arsoraptors from Terra Nova, which unfortunately is not owned by Universal anymore. It is owned by Fox, which is now owned by Disney. Why am I not surprised? Still, pretty cool. As you can see, the Netflix is the Netflix on top here. Pretty cool. It's a Netflix exclusive from the Spinosaurus. And here is the action feature, which I'll get to that later. Here's a logo for Camp Cretaceous. Very nice, very nice. And flip that. Dang it! Sorry. And flip it around. Pretty cool. Almost very movie accurate, I'm not gonna lie. Spinosaurus, Extreme Chompin', up here. Oh, dang it, the camera. Camp Cretaceous again. And here are the other dinosaurs you can collect. Here is the Albertasaurus and here is a Albertasaurus, I believe. At first I thought it was an Allosaurus or Sats for some reason. And a Sarcosuchus, which is cool. Dillinger, get away from my toy. And here is this gigantic bite. And here is where it's to scan it for the Jurassic World Facts app. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually really surprised because, to be honest, I don't know if. Now, don't get me wrong. This packaging is really cool and awesome, but I'm actually really concerned. Okay, one, they never show Triceratops in season 1 nor season 2, and second, I'm not sure if they're going to show the Spinosaurus in the series. To tell you the truth, there is a trailer where they showed the Monolophosaurus. So there is a chance that they might have. So there is a small chance. The dinosaurs but if you guys haven't seen the trailer, the dinosaurs that are featured in the movie in the trailer are Dimorphodon, Gallimimus, and I'm pretty sure those are the only two I can think of. But I'm hoping that they bring back Sticky Moloch and the Triceratops, and perhaps Allosaurus too. So let's take a look. So now I'm and I don't know if they actually are going to put the Spinosaurus in the series. I mean, they brought in the Ceratosaurus, but I don't know about this guy. But let's get the King of the Nile out of the packaging. Of course. Oh shoot, I forgot. There's Bumpy. Hey Bumpy, little Bumpy. Okay, now when I was very confused because how the hell did Bumpy go from a baby dinosaur to an adult in about a week? We don't know how old the week was, but at least we're sorry guys. I know that I sound a little bummed out. It's just I accidentally deleted the videos, but don't worry. I will get to them. I will rebuild them. I promise. It's just that I worked so. It's just that I felt bad for procrastinating. And look, I know you guys are. I hope you guys forgive me for slacking off, and I hope you find in your heart to forgive me. Also, to get it out of my system, let's just say I watched something that I wasn't proud of. But oh, are you kidding me? You can do this whole time? I ruined the package for no reason. Oh well. Alright. Okay, wait, what did the instructions say? Oh. So yeah, I was watching some, but the reason why it's because I thought maybe if I watch these videos and maybe it would give me closure and hopefully get that out of my system. But my aunt and my friends said that it only makes it worse. But I managed to find. But thankfully, my friends managed to help me. And you know what? I actually feel much better now. And you know what? I'm gonna feel even more better when I get this thing out of the package. Yeah, dang it. How do I... Okay, there we go. And there we go. Behold, the King of the Nile. They're directly into my hands. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Its design is almost looks completely movie accurate to the one Jurassic in Park 3. Now, let me tell you a little history about my history of Spinosaurus, about my liking of Spinosaurus. When I was a kid, I thought this thing was a hybrid. Yeah, I thought this thing was a hybrid between a Dimetrodon, a Velociraptor, and a Spinosaurus. I mean, it's Tyrannosaurus or an Allosaurus. However, but that was until I realized that Spinosaurus is a real dinosaur, and it was discovered back in the 1900s, the early 1900s. And you already know the history of Spinosaurus fossils being bombed in World War II, and now all the fossils are completely almost destroyed. And now we have, but now that there are new fossils discovered every day, we finally discovered what Spinosaurus looked like. And we already know what Spinosaurus looked like. In fact, at first, we thought Spinosaurus was a bipedal dinosaur that, like its cousins, Sarcosuchus, Suchomimus, and and baryonyx. However, it is discovered that the dinosaur had a bit of a convergent evolution where it actually walked on where National Geographic discovered that this animal can walk on all fours, specifically on its knuckles. In fact, now this is actually the good thing that happened in 2020. In 2020, they recently discovered that Spinosaurus had a paddle-like tail. Basically, it had a tail that resembles that looked like a tadpole's, and it would swim across the water. Now that is pretty awesome. Well, and by awesome I mean, now believe it or not, I didn't really like. Now, believe it or not, that is a pretty cool concept, pretty cool discovery that they made. However, scientists are still arguing and still debating if it was a quadrupedal animal or a bipedal animal or not. We don't know for certain yet. But now that we see the Spinosaurus now, I say it's nostalgic, but also it reminds us not only of the days that we once thought what Spinosaurus looked like, but let's just say it's an in-gen hybrid. That's all we're gonna say. Now, let's talk about believe it or not, let me talk about the other things I want to talk about the Spinosaurus about. The Spinosaurus. Now, when I first saw the dinosaur in Jurassic Park 3, at first I didn't really like it because it's lazy than all the other. But when I saw T-Rex in Jurassic Park 3, I was amazed, and I wanted to see the T-Rex compete with the Spinosaurus. Unfortunately, the Spinosaurus beat the T-Rex, killed him with a radical neck break, and then dead. And I freaking hated it. Hated the Spinosaurus for that. And my brother was obsessed with the dinosaur when he was a kid. My favorite dinosaur, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, was murdered by an unknown dinosaur that I never heard of, and it pisses me off. But then I actually found, but after so long, I actually found mercy for the Spinosaurus. In fact, the creature it's just misunderstood. In fact, I think the Spinosaurus, after so many years, I soon started to fall in love with the Spinosaurus. In fact, now that I'm much older and I'm 23 years old now. Well, I mean, I still liked the Spinosaurus before that. I started to like the Spinosaurus. In fact, it was one of my favorite. It now became became part of my list of favorite dinosaurs. And you know what? I'm happy. The Spinosaurus, you just gone off my hate list, and for that I forgive you, even though you did kill a young T-Rex. And besides, a lot of fans say that T-Rex was the juvenile from the second film, all grown up. However, there are some fans there's some theories that don't support that, or there are evidences that don't support that. In fact, I'm pretty sure Stan Winston might have said that as a joke. And yes, Stan Winston did say that T-Rex, that was the baby T-Rex from the second film. So unfortunately, that doesn't support the theory. So I'm actually happy that the dinosaur isn't happy that it didn't. Instead, I'm pretty sure it just killed a random young T-Rex rather than the juvenile. Moving on. Now, dang it. Now hey. Now let's take a look at the design. Look at it. Very accurate to the first film. However, it looks somewhat accurate. Kind of think of it, it reminds me of the animatronic that Stan Winston used. I'm pretty sure they might have took that for inspiration. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm actually really, really happy that they did that. Now, the detail on the face is remarkable, absolutely beautiful, and the design on the head and neck, very well done. The sail on the back looks fantastic. I love the stripe going down. When I was a kid, I didn't notice that. Maybe they just added in as detail. The tail looks too short, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad. The legs, strong and powerful. Now that's a theropod. Unfortunately, now the detail is very good. The feet look very well done. I love the foot scales. The hands are very well done. However, the Spinosaurus does not have the big claw that he's famous for. And come to think of it, unfortunately, later in the discovery, they found out the Spinosaurus does not have the big, bulky, long legs that he is famous for in the original series. Now he has short legs that are the same length as his arms, which is kind of disappointing, but I'm okay with. I'm okay with it. Not good with it, but okay with it. Now, believe it or not, I have a fan theory. Believe it or not, there is a story of the bipedal Spinosaurus in Under Pangea. Now, the Spinosaurus in Under Pangea is actually a descendant of the old Spinosaurus that was found in Africa. But after millions of years of evolution, the Spinosaurus evolved from a quadrupedal dinosaur to a full-fledged land-dwelling and water-dwelling bipedal dinosaur, and it even lost some. And its tail is still flat, but it lost the paddle-like shape, the tadpole-like shape. But it still kept the crest but the sail is a little different. So I guess you could say it's way different from the old, but still has some similarities to the original. So yeah. That's actually, I just thought of that myself. Now, the detail is, I did not notice this, but the sail is made of rubber, is made of some sort of a hard rubber or soft plastic, which means I guess you can be rough with it, but you have to be very careful because it's a limited time offer, and that's basically it. Now, let's take a look at the articulation. The articulation is great. Now, it's limited in some spaces. However, you can move the head side to side. It has multiple ball joints in the neck and head. Actually, it doesn't have it in the head. Actually, I'll explain later. It can move side to side. It can look up and look that far down. So it can look like it's fishing in the water. That's a really nice touch. And there's a button neck here. And it can open its mouth really wide. So, oh no. And I hate to do this episode of Futurama, but remember me! Remember me! Okay, you get the idea. Now, a look at its eyes. They're very good. Very well detailed, to say the least. Dang it, the camera won't pick it up. Now, the only problem I had is that the eyes are orange. In the movie, the eyes are green, are depicted to be a lime green, a whitish green. But I guess I'm okay with that. I mean, maybe this is like a Nublar variant with this different color, I guess. The mouth is still the same, however, there's a little gap there, but I'm not mad about that. The tongue is on a hinge, but it's very flexible. It's really well done. Mouth can open and close from the button. The sail, made of a soft rubber. And the arms are on hinge joints and swivel, but they're very tight swivels. Very tight swivels. But that's not a problem. The legs can move in and out like the T-Rex and Carnotaurus and other theropod toys in the line. The legs can move in and out, but they're on some sort of stopper, so that's not a problem. Not a problem. And the tail on a ball joint and doesn't swivel, sadly. But the feet are on swivels. Every ball joint. a swivel here, I guess. And oh, hey, there's a piece of cardboard. And also, there's the scanning code. If you guys have the app, and if you have the Spinosaurus with you, then you're in for a treat. Now, not gonna lie, the Spinosaurus. Now, a lot of fans say that the dinosaurs moved too much like theme park animatronics, but I don't think that's true because these dinosaur animatronics are incredible compared to Universal's animatronics. I mean, don't get me wrong; they don't look bad. I mean, I guess they're supposed to simulate the fact that they're big and powerful animals, but they could at least just try. At least try. Now, again, the Spinosaurus is incredible. I also love the head sculpt. The head sculpt looks very nice. However, I don't know. Maybe the head sculpt did not is a little. I guess they wanted to make it more aerodynamic. Still, looks pretty good. Kind of does look like a crocodile. Now, let's take a look at the star of the Spinous. Overall, the Spinosaurus in Jurassic World is fantastic. And now, before that size compare, now let's get on to the size comparisons. Size comparison. Here's Rexy. Now, again, not gonna lie, its size comparison is perfect. I mean, it's the same length as it's almost the same length as the T-Rex. And you know what? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but let's see if I can recreate a scene from the film. If I can recreate a scene from the dang it. If I can recreate a scene from the film. I don't know if the arms are gonna pull it off. But again, I'm gonna see if I can recreate a scene for the film. My childhood. I just recreated my childhood, and it's even and you know what? I kind of disagree. Oh my gosh. But here's how I imagine. But here's how I imagined it. Maybe something. Yeah. All right. Again, size comparison between Rexy and the Spinosaurus is actually pretty damn accurate to the film. I mean, the young T-Rex might have been a little smaller compared to the Spinosaurus, but if it was an adult T-Rex, it fits. It fits perfectly. And you know what? I'm happy. Oh man. Now let's get to the second size comparison. Now I only have two. The first one was Rexy. Now let's get to the second one. The second one is Blue. And ironically, she kind of fits. The size comparison is perfect. However, Spinosaurus. However, I guess he might have. I guess if a spine. And you know what? Yeah. The size comparison does fit. And since this is Jurassic Park 3, and since the Velociraptor has the stripe like in the ones in Jurassic Park 3, Alan. Oh, wait. This is Blue we're talking about.
Owen.
No, wait. That sounded a little too messed up.
Owen.
Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, size comparison, it looks pretty nice. Now, believe it or not, there is a scene. Now, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of an episode of Primeval where there were two characters were trapped in the Cretaceous period, and a Velociraptor and apparently a Spinosaurus, and they accidentally brought a Spinosaurus with them into the 21st century, to them home with them. So, wait. Dang it. Stay. Yeah. So yeah, the Spinosaurus would basically the Spinosaurus. Apparently, there's a scene where a raptor attacks a Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus then eats. Spinosaurus then kills the young, kills the raptor. Unfortunately, okay. Now this is the sad part. In the episode of Primeval, the raptor was a mother trying to protect her eggs, and apparently she was just after a silver blanket that one of the characters had. And the Spinosaurus then followed the blanket, and apparently now end up in the 21st century. Unfortunately, the Spinosaurus we never get to see again because apparently it imploded. I'm not joking. In the episode, the Spinosaurus literally imploded after swallowing a device that somehow turned him into an anomaly and transported him back into the Cretaceous, or possibly the Spinosaurus fossils were destroyed and the Spinosaurus body parts might have been destroyed, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened. You know what? I'm okay with. Now, overall, the Spinosaurus looks pretty awesome in my collection. And you know what? I am really happy that I bought this. But I'm gonna be even more happy when I get another package soon in the mail. So there you have it, guys. That is my Spinosaurus. And you know what? After talking to this about you guys, about why I haven't been making films for so long and why I've been acting all upset, I actually feel much better now. And you know what? Thank you so much, guys, for helping me feel better. And I hope you guys fulfill your dreams, because I'm going to be fulfilling mine in the near future, and I'm not going to let anything stop me, or I'm not going to let anything stop us, because power of positivity is important. And you know what? I'm happy that I could share with you guys, because now that everything's under control, apparently I heard the news that everything will be back to normal by summer. So I hope you guys tell everyone that you have to take precautions and hopefully get the vax, and hopefully things will be back to normal soon. So there you have it. Guys. That is in a birthday present. And don't worry, like I said, I will release my film sooner than you think. I hope I release it. I will finish it soon, because apparently I've been pulling up all nighters lately, which kind of am upset. But don't worry, I will get that checked. And I hope you guys subscribe, like and subscribe, and I promise I'll keep in touch with you guys. Now, before I continue with my film, I got some. I'm just gonna do some free time for a little bit, and then I'll resume for a little bit, because apparently my tablet's charging. And I hope you guys take care. And I'll see you guys. And I hope I see you guys next time. Peace. And remember, just as you know, I got the job for a reason. And for the record, I feel bad for the T-Rex. Because, let's see, Jack Horner is a T-Rex hater. He's a T-Rex hating douchebag. And if you're listening, Jack, I'm very sorry. Peace.